Hey guys, so we are back once again for another Stocks by Request. But for this session, we're gonna focus on the requests sent by people from our Patreon community and our other communities as well. But later on tonight, maybe around 9 or 10 p.m., we will have another batch for this for the top I guess one of the most requested, also anything connected to the telco series has been requested a lot, and we're gonna do more of that also in the next series. So first of all, before I begin, thank you so much. No, the channel is growing so fast. I can't believe even the first channel, we just hit 150,000 subscribers a few days ago. And now we're about to hit 153,000 in just a few hours. So thank you so much to everyone who have been subscribing. And now we're closing also around 10,000, hopefully in this second channel. And for those of you who want to learn more about trading, investing, fundamentals and technicals, we have two channels for that. My name is Marvin Germo. I'm a stock market trader and investor. And if you want to learn more about the rudiments of the market in a way that is not stock tips, this is not me giving you advice on what to buy, because at the end of the day, you have to learn and analyze things based on your own research, based on the things that you have figured out based on your trading plan, because that's the strongest way for you to be able to make money in the markets. That you do things, that you analyze things based on what strategy and principles that fit your risk tolerances and the capital that you are deploying as well. So for this video, I want to start it with AP and Nikl, because it was suggested by Angelito Villongo, ang Angelico Benedict Villonco. He requested for this, so we're gonna do more of this. By the way, for those who want to send their stocks by request, I said Instagram, but we've been getting a lot of messages from Instagram, so pasensya na doon sa hindi ko nare-replyan. But we have Instagram. Then we also have our Patreon community and our YouTube community. So for those who want to send the request, we'll just do it there. So if you guys are excited, comment I'm excited, comment below, and we're gonna get it on. We're just gonna do more of this over and over and over again. So first stock, let's look at AP. And by the way, excited. I'm going to talk about also the PSEi, maybe a separate video for it. Let's see how I could possibly spin it and connect it to all of this. But we're going to talk about also the market, because there was, I think in terms of volume, there's higher volume today as compared to the previous days. But I'll discuss that there also, that 1.1 billion of it was highly connected to Dito, but for another video. Anyways, let's go back to this. First, we have AP. Here we go, AP. By the way, this is Neo. Anyways, this is how AP looks like from the short term. As you can see here, one of the distinct features that we see for AP is that there's a support at the 25.5 level. And the next possible resistance is around the 27.5 level for the short term. And if you'll allow me to zoom out further, this is its progression. And if you've been watching the previous videos that I made, just in this channel alone, I've noted that some stocks started to drop last March, then they started to push up. But after starting to push up, as what is very, very evident here, it's also moving sideways. So this is the current consolidation range for Aboitiz Power. This is how it's actually moving. And what's very, very clear from what we see here off the charts is, number one, the support level at the 25.5 level held its ground. You now have a resistance at the 27.5 level. So let's see what's going on. For another thing that's so interesting is once it started to push up, large green candle, it broke past the 20-day moving average. So should this continue in this motion, the next possible area for it to go, and the next possible area that it could possibly hit, is the 27.5 level. So from the bounce of 25.5 to 27.5, you have like 7.6% distance. So that's especially, it was quite clear now for those who saw it from yesterday. And what's so interesting is you don't really have to watch so many stocks. You just have to analyze stocks that is worth your time and is worth your effort. And here's the thing, CES states there's more than 1,000 stocks, but even ako, no, I trade the markets there, but I don't watch every stock that's there. And the same way in the Philippines, there's a few stocks in the Philippines, and even lesser pa yung may volume, even lesser pa yung medyo may liquidity. However, you create your watch list, tapos whatever is in your watch list, that's what you trade lang. Now, this is how this is from a support and resistance perspective. 25.5 support, and it's very evident that from today it bounced off of the 25.5 level. Then it also broke out from the 20-day moving average. Your next target price is at the 27.5 resistance. Failure to break out from that, at least from a technical analysis point of view, will result into a take profit scenario. Now, that being said, if you'll allow me also to zoom out further, your next possible target after that is the 28.7 level. So I repeat, 25.5. Next target is 27.6. Breakout from the 27.6 level, you have 28.7. Then you have the 30.13 level as your resistances. So please just jot this down. 25.5 support level, 27.6 resistance level, 28.7 next resistance, and the resistance after that is the 30.13 level. So you can also know, you can connect this area, and it's evident that it broke past this. But if you will extend it here to this particular low, so you see that for this downward push, downward progression also to be broken, it must actually over the next few days break past this and attack this level. So that's where we are for Aboitiz Power. Next stock, let's look at Nikl Asia. What's so interesting also, no, from a commodity point of view, we've seen nickel prices go up over the past months, and that's why we saw this particular rebound. And for those who attended our Stock Smart sessions, you know that certain stocks that have moved up as well, uh, after pulling up, there are portions or there are instances that it starts to move sideways and it starts to consolidate, and that's what we are seeing here. It's quite clear, no, that the consolidation of Nikl Asia is at this level. You have a support somewhere around the 3 peso level, and you have a resistance at the 3.4 level. So this tradable range is somewhere around 14.2%. I repeat, this tradable range is around 14.2%. So currently the stock closed at 3. So one thing that you need to watch out for is, will it stay and will it hold this range? Because if it stays and it holds this range, next possible area that it could possibly go is this particular resistance level. So that is if this condition will hold true. Please do note and please write it down that if this level does not hold, then there's a possible retracement also for Nikl Asia over the short term. And if you're strictly speaking trying to find out where stronger support levels will be, next possible support, if it does not hold that level, will be at 2 pesos. Next possible support also is this long and strong trend line. So I'll keep you updated, I'll keep you posted. But the first condition, if the 3 peso level holds, then it's still in its sideways progression. If it does not hold, then we may see even a larger downward move, because at the end of the day, while this video is being made, no, it's still below the 20-day moving average. So if you're putting the 20-day moving average, that places a shroud, no, of a more bearish undertone for nickel. And then if you add the layer of support that we have, if it does not hold 3, greater downside is possible all the way to this level. So if it connects somewhere here, no, we could possibly see a retracement to the uptrend around 2.6, 2.7 level. But if this does not hold altogether, the next stronger one is around the 2 peso level. So it's still very clear at the time that this video is being created that it's currently sideways. And I do hope, guys, you're getting the logic and the context of how I'm doing this, because what's important is you get to find the framework na pwede nyo siyang i-replicate sa bahay. Kasi sayang naman to if you're just using this as picks, no? And the goal of this channel is that it educates you that thing's a point that you're confident to trade on your own using technicals, that as you become confident to trade on your own using technicals, you don't have to listen to everyone else out there. You don't have to listen to the noise. You don't have to listen to your friend. You can analyze it and you can trade the markets by your own with confidence. So next stock, let's look at Meralco. What's interesting also about Meralco, and we've said this in previous videos, is the dividend of Meralco is quite interesting. So you can see here from the 2.46 level to the 2.86 level, it started to move sideways. I repeat, the 2.46 level to the 2.86 level, we also saw it start to move sideways. So almost the same understanding from Nikl Asia that, hey, the stock started to drop last March, then it started to rebound, then it started to consolidate a bit. Now, here's the thing, it's still the same movement. Hit the support at 246, started to hit the resistance at 285, started to drop at 246, and now it's still on its way to its upward push. If you're trying to put a more bullish progression to this, possible upward swing or possible move to it will bring you to the 286 resistance level. So this is where it could possibly go right now. And as you can see also, no, pag sinukat natin to the closest support that I plotted for the sideways progression, it's around 9.3%, the distance of it. So it's quite far already from this consolidating support that I created, and it's closer to the resistance. So for those who want to trade this, again, the rules in trading do not change. The name of the game is still you buying as close to the support as you can, as possible. The closer you are to the support, the better. So as we're analyzing this video, no, it's actually closer to the resistance already. So it would be prudent if you try to wait. It would be prudent also if either you wait for a breakout from the 286 level, because that's a legitimate resistance also, or you wait for the bounce from the support from the 246 level. So that's where we are right now. And just to add, no, should we see a break from the 286 resistance, possible target is 306. Next possible target is the 327 level. So AP, Nikl, Meralco, and then we're gonna go again to Aboitiz Equity Ventures. Sorry, you had to see it pala. So those are the lines for Meralco. Highly connected, AEV, Aboitiz Power. AEV is the parent company. Aboitiz Power is the energy generation unit of the Aboitizes, and then as you all know, Meralco are run by the Manny Pangalinan's group. So for Meralco also, it's distribution, but I think over the years they're also dabbling now into generation as well, but as some sort of proxy. Anyways, we have Aboitiz Equity Ventures. This is how it will look like. So for Aboitiz, I just want to I'll zoom out first now so you have clarity also on how this could possibly look. So from a short-term level, this is how you could plot your support, and from this is how you could plot your resistance. So your battle plan, you could write it down, 44 support. And what's interesting, it had a large candle followed by a breakout from this 20-day moving average. But if you put it in a broader sense, it could be also formed from the bounce from the 44.46 level. So please do write this down, 44.45 support. We saw the stock couple of days close to it start to hover, stay above that level, and have a large push up. So that being said, should it continue from the bounce, target price will give you around a 17% swing. For those who bought it from the breakout from the 200-day moving average, which is, if pagsusukatin ko siya, from the breakout of the 200-day moving average, it's still a 12.5% gain. So name of the game, next resistance is at the 52.2. The downside risk that you have right now is somewhere here. So from the 200-day moving average, for those who bought from the breakout of that, downside risk is 2.6. Current distance from the close of today is around 6.8%. So please do write this down, 52.2 resistance, support 44.4, but we're seeing also AEV start to consolidate. So looking at this, we have the tradable ranges for AP, Nikl, Meralco, and AV. And if you notice the current progression of this, pare-pareho lang siya. It's all a play for support and resistance. It's all a play of how confident are you in drawing your lines. Then as you start drawing your lines sa baba for your support and sa taas for your resistance, how patient you are to wait up until it either hits your support, which is an area for you to buy, or up until it hits an area where you're supposed to sell, take profits when it starts to hit the resistance. So those are your possible tradable ranges when it comes to the stocks that were requested. Then later, in update on the index, then we're going to talk about what happened also to Dito now and the other stocks that have moved up also for the day. So there, I hope you guys got a lot from this, and I hope that this is something that's insightful. This is something that will make you think, and this is something that will make you analyze more and more and more and more. So I guess that's it for now for the day. No, but we're gonna do more of this. It's just so fun to be able to share and give you as much insights and principles as possible. And I really do hope that this helps you trade the markets with confidence. And I hope that this helps you win, because investing, trading, is still the game. If you know how to do it and you know how to do it right, that's where you start to grow. That's where you start to win. So this is Marvin Germo, and I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and see you 8 p.m. main channel, 9, 10, 11, somewhere around that time for this channel as well. So God bless you all.